Boom! Am I live? I think I'm alive. Let me make sure I can hear everything and see everything. Hello, people. It's funny because every time I go live, there's usually something happens, but the mic is working, the earphones are working. We are live. Good. Mm. So, how is everyone doing today? Let me check out the chat real quick. I changed this to my headphones because this was on those speakers. All right, so now it's on the head gaming. Good. All right, so let's see who's in the chat. Exiled. Hey, what's going on, Exiled? How you doing? One of the greatest mods ever, Exiled. Hey, what's going on? Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Oh wow, there's so many people here. I didn't think this would be a big stream today because it was like kind of last minute. I had an hour before to do it, but it's great because we got if you made it to this stream, we got some serious stuff you're about to hear. It's like we found out some crazy shit, and it's crazy. Natasha for the boozy bucks. Yes. Thank you for the boozy bucks. Today the boozy bucks are going to be rolling in because this shit is crazy. This is the man. This man right here. I got to get your links and stuff because I want to put your links in this description. So you got to remind me. Send it to me on Twitter, Sakib. Send me your links and stuff on Twitter. I'm gonna put them in the description because someone else actually sent me not your tweet, but one of the messages is like, hey, I think these might be bots. And then I saw your tweet and I was like, oh, so this must be something to it. But I want to give you credit for finding part of the stuff that we're going to talk about today because it's Boozy's caught. I'm just going to say it. Boozy's caught with the bots. We got him straight up with bots. Like he's like. You're going to see the shit today that's going to make you say, my God, how could no one even ever have found this? But, Ahmed found it. Got to give him all the credit in the world. Please send me your links because I'm going to definitely put them in here because you got to get much credit for all of this. So today we're going to talk about escort services that Boozy was involved in. Today we're going to talk about the bot farm or the botnet that he controlled. And we're going to look at exactly what he's been doing. And you're going to see it for yourself, right? You know how I like to do. I like to drop the receipts and you come to your own conclusions. Now, this, to be honest with you, it was shocking. Let me just, to give people some time to get inside here, let me tell you guys how this thing happened this morning. So this morning I wake up and this morning I woke up and I got a DM from someone that says, hey, listen, this looks like it may be bots. I think the person may be in search for something. And then Sabib, I said Sabib, and then Ahmed, he had a tweet saying, hey, I found this. So then I went and we looked it up and we're like, oh, these are all bots. And these are all bots that Boozy put out. And we're like, what the? We're like, how could he forget to take these bots down? And we looked and they're still up right now. And that kind of led us into all the stuff about, wow, we literally caught Boozy doing the exact same thing he says bot Sentinel is supposed to be against. So it's insane. Thank you to Heavy for the $5 in Boozy bucks. Now I do want to say too, is that first, thank you for everyone who supports the channel, who supports what we do. Obviously, we do a lot of different stories here. Boozy's trying to make it seem like we're only talking about him, but he's the thing in the news. Him, Meghan Markle, and all the other stuff that we do. So obviously like it's funny because he complains that that he's the one making me all the money, but it's not. If you look, my biggest video is not even anything that has nothing to do with Boozy. Like in the last month, it was a U.S. soccer video I put out, got like almost 900,000 views. So Boozy's a side project. My real content is dealing with this other stuff. So here's for the tea, brilliant work. They keep exposing the liars. Thank you, Iris T. Yo, you guys are gonna be crazy. So it's crazy because I don't even know where to start. So I'm going to ask you, one in the chat if you guys want to start with the escort service, or two in the chat if you guys want to start with the bots. So I'll give you guys a couple of seconds. Remember, put one in the chat. No, matter of fact, what am I doing one in the chat? Because I got to count this shit. No, you know what I'm going to do? Let me just run a poll. We're going to do a poll to see if we're going to talk about, don't put any ones or twos in the chat. Everybody wants to start with the escort service. All right, forget about it. We got polls in the chat. We'll start with the escort service. Let's start with this escort service. No more ones in the chat. We're going to start with the escort service. We'll start with the escort service and move to the bots. The Heavy for 3. Is that a Boozy bot? Is it a Boozy bot? All right. So here we go. Let's start with the escort service. So we were doing our background investigation into Boozy and talking about escort service. Now, I do want to make it something clear. There's a difference between prostitution, there's a difference between dating services, escort services, and prostitution, right? Now, dating services like Match.com, that's legal. Escort services, that can be legal, but there's licenses and stuff, so you gotta like a proper escort service. And escort service, like say if I need tickets and I'm going to a show and I want somebody to go with me and I have 2 tickets, I'll call an escort service and say, hey, if you can find somebody who's attractive and wants to go with me. And then you have the escort service that are also prostitution rings, right? Those are the second thing. Now, let's just be coy here. Most escort services kind of double as prostitution rings, but not all, right? Not all. We don't want to over dramatize this thing. But I know Boozy complained that there were some other people who had escort service and he used that against them too. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. And again, I like to take you on my journey on how I know how I know Boozy's number one connected to this escort service, and number two, the escort service itself. So let's first start with the escort service. Here we go. So I'm going to share my screen here. Present this, share screen. So first, we're going to talk about the escort service. Let me make sure I get it. Which one is the? I just got to find the tab. Okay. So this site is called If Solo. Let me put it up on the screen so you guys can see it. Oops, add to stream. Here we go. Boom. So this site is called If Solo. So If Solo is a dating website. And this is back from 2012. And this is it. And it's, if you're going solo is not always an option. If Solo is that it can match attractive singles in a fun, safe environment. Attractive singles, right? Now, it's interesting to note. Now, I want to give some tells here. Generally, if you're talking about a dating service, you don't really try to see the words attractive and things of that nature because you have unattractive people also looking for dates, right? So when you start hearing those buzzwords like attractive people and people who are sexy and you're looking to date a model or something, you're really edging onto that escort, that prostitution type language versus your escort language, which is like, hey, if you need somebody to go to a date, that may be fun, blah, blah, blah. So the language here is a little tricky. But again, it doesn't mean it's a prostitution thing. But it doesn't. But again, it's just weirdly worded because again, if you're just talking about escort service, looks matter, but they're not everyone who's looking for dating or services and stuff are attractive, right? Some older men, for instance, are looking for they may not be attractive, but they may have big wallets. So that's kind of what you're looking for when you're talking about whether something's an escort service or whether something's a dating service or whether something's a prostitution, right? So let's go on with this. So this is the service. It's free to join and you can join. Now, Boozy has even come out and claimed that this service was his service, was his dating service. So let me show you that. Just so you don't think that I'm just found this and made this up. I'm going to show you that this Boozy said this is his service. Let me stop presenting this. So let me show you how Boozy, because somebody else found this and said, hey, Boozy, this is a this is a bullshit dating service. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Christopher Boozy. And let me put this on screen. So here we go. So this is Boozy telling us about it. I love when hate accounts think they have uncovered something scandalous. In 2011, a few of us who created a 100% dating website for singles to find love in a project. It was ad supported, but people were still into Match.com and eHarmony, right? So that's what he's trying to sell it as. He's like, oh, I just did a dating website. It wasn't anything scandalous. And then he puts out this, which is the what's it called? The press release for this dating service. For this dating service. And later on, he says a competitor ended up acquiring the website's data. So he sold the data. Now, if you're thinking about Squattable or whatever that new fake Twitter that he's trying to put forward, this may happen too. So I don't want anybody selling my data. So just be careful. But here it is, right? He's saying he sold the data. Not only did they link people and blah, 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 blah. So he's trying to say, hey, this is just nothing. It's just a dating service that I did. But let's now read the press release and see how much of a dating service this press release actually is. Now check this out. Let me pull it up. Here's the press release. All right, so we're going to look at this press release. And this press release for this escort service slash dating website, this is what it says. This is what it says. Popular new dating site offers features plus. Now, remember, dating is we're matching people. Escort is I got tickets and I need somebody to go with me. I need an escort, right? That's the difference. And that's what he kept hitting Yankee. Yankee Wally's doing escort service. Yankee Wally's doing this. So, they're different, right? There are differences. So let's talk about Boozy's dating service. So here, I'm going to pull it up, which is already up. And let me go. And this. So this is, again, here it's going to say, but that's not all. Emphasizes Christopher Boozy, president and CEO of Escort Corp. That's the company that he was running, his one-man company. Remember, he has all these different companies that he runs and all this stuff. So he marketed it as online dating sites forget that money isn't everything, especially when it comes to love and romance. But If Solo is absolutely free dating matchmaking surface with all the bells and whistles, right? But it failed, obviously. It failed. Now, this is the part that brings it to from dating service to escort service. Listen to what he says. Christopher explains. One that everyone loves, for example, is our innovative Solo's classified feature. Solo's classified feature. Let's say a member has a ticket to an event, but doesn't have a companion, right? He or her can post details, and then potential companions can offer reasons why they believe they should be invited to come along. So you put out an ad, say, hey, I need an escort to go to, a concert. And then so you put the classifieds and people say, hey, look at me. I'm this. Here's my figure. Here's all this stuff. That's what he's saying. This is the classified part, right? And he or she can post the details of the potential get blah, 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 blah. I read that already. As they make their case, both of them also make a cool connection. So what started out as a solo evening has the potential to turn into a dynamic date. Now, this is a textbook, and I want to make it very clear. This is a textbook escort service, right? That's textbook escort service, right? I got tickets. I need an escort. I go here. I put it out. Hey, and then people come and say, which one can I go with? So Boozy was running an escort service, right? And that doubled as a dating site. He did both. That's what this was. This is an escort service that was also a dating site. Now, was it prostitution? I don't know. I haven't spoken to anybody, any people who have done this. But obviously, it does have elements of dating, and it does have elements of being an escort service. Now, the prostitution piece, I don't know about, right? That doesn't say, he's not saying, pay for this or that. But when you go look at other escort service sites that are straight up escort services, you'll see they say pretty much the same thing. Classifieds, right? You have this. Hey, let us know if you need an escort for a particular event. Now, when you meet the escort, a lot of the services seem to imply that whatever deal you make with the particular escort is cool between you and the escort, but the service just connects you. So in other words, that's the way they kind of keep themselves away from the prostitution piece of it. Hey, we're just connecting people. Whatever they do between each other, that's them. And that's what Boozy was running, an escort service, right? An escort service and a dating website. So a lot of people were just shocked. Now, Boozy's trying to come back and say, hey, this was all innocent. This is all innocent. It's not an escort service, but obviously it is. Just read it for yourself. And now, if you don't believe me, if you think I'm being ridiculous in the way I'm characterizing it, I suggest you go read it and then go look up other escort services, which I did, and you'll see it's the exact same. It's virtually the exact same thing. Thank you, Life According to Martin. How's the case coming? Love the content. It's actually going pretty well. We're going to respond to the motion dismissing, I think, the week after next. So that's going to be good. But we're holding it close to the vest because we want them to be surprised when we come out. So the case looks like it's coming up good. $5 Boozy bucks. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you for the Boozy bucks. No, this is fantastic. So it seems to me, again, this is my opinion. It seems to me that that he ran this escort service, and I think it's clear, right? It's clear that this is an escort service, and he ran it, right? And it is what it is. Now, I know Boozy's going to try to pretend that this is not an escort service, that he didn't run it, that all this other stuff, but you see it right there. It's black and white, and he wrote that, right? He wrote that, and you see his name's all over it. So that's clear. Now, want to move from his escort service to something else that he was doing that I think it's stone cold obvious. We caught Boozy's bots and botnet. And there seems to be hundreds of these bots. And they all seem to be coordinated for Boozy. Now, to do that, I have to take you on a mental journey. We're going to have to go, and I'm going to drop the receipts for every accusation that I'm making about this. So because I want to be very clear in what I'm saying, and I want to show you what supports my conclusions while we go through this. And that's the process, right? The process is not just me telling you, it's me showing you how we get to certain conclusions. So first, we got to talk about a name that most of you guys, if you've been following the Boozy thing, you know this name. The name is Iconic Expert. Now, Iconic Expert was Boozy's previous handle when he was in the crypto world doing his little crypto schemes and all that stuff. His name was Iconic Expert, and he joined the Black coin community as Iconic Expert to essentially make the Black coin card, which if you haven't seen my last live stream, we go into the Black coin card and how it's all a scam and all this other stuff. But this is Boozy explaining that he is Iconic Expert on the Black coin forum. So let me pull this up so you guys can see it. So this is and I love how he uses the name Iconic Expert, the fake expert using the name Iconic Expert. But here it is. Here's Boozy using the name Iconic Expert, and he puts, now this is 9 years ago. Hi guys, it is always good to do your due diligence, because people were asking, like, who the hell is this Iconic Expert? The Comcorp Corporation is my company, and it is registered in the state of New Jersey, which is true. I'm going to show you that. Music Chow is my product under the company, which is true. I'll show you that too. No one really cares about the corporate site, just Music Chow, so we can redirect them to musicchow.com. Now that we have other products developed, we are launching the corporate site and linking to all our products, including the Black coin card. So the Black coin card was a crypto scam that everybody was like, oh my God, and people didn't get to, people complaining to get the cards. Black coin came out and said, well, it wasn't a scam. Then it came out and said it was a scam. So you got to watch the last live stream for that. But that's exactly what this is. So this is now Boozy's telling everybody, since he's doxing himself, he's saying, hey, Comcorp company is my company. We have these things, Music Chow and everything. It's registered in New Jersey. And the products, for instance, like Black coin card. So let me do this, because now we've linked from Iconic Expert's own post. We've linked Iconic Expert to Boozy, but then you're going to have the haters come out here and say, well, how do you know it's really Boozy? How do you know it's Boozy? This, this could be anybody, right? Anybody could be Comcorp Corporation, right? Anybody at Music Chow, how do we know it's Boozy particularly? And you should ask those questions. Well, let me show you. So we went through this background, right? And here is Boozy's resume. Like, we go through it all, right? Nexus Radio, Agiska Corp. Again, Agiska Corp was the one for the dating website. If you remember, we just saw the dating website. That's where it was for Agiska Corp. But this is Comcorp Corporation. And Boozy is the president of Comcorp. So let me show you his LinkedIn profile. And in his LinkedIn profile, let me go back. Here it is. You see he's the founder, the top one is founder, CEO of Bot Sentinel. And the next one is the Comcorp Corporation, founder. And then we went to the Comcorp Corporation's website through the Wayback Machine. Here it is. And we looked at this phone number. Now, this phone number matches the phone number that we found on the background check. This is the background check. So Boozy's background check, this phone number came up, and he was the registered agent and everything for Comcorp. And he's the president for Comcorp. So we know this website is Boozy's website. And then this is when it came to the Black coin thing. Again, the Black coin card, which he was pushing. And here's the Black coin card site. And on the Black coin card site, it says it's Comcorp Corporation. Just remember the press release we just read? Black coin. Here is the contact information. And that phone number is the same phone number as the website. And that phone number is the Boozy's number that was registered to the company. It was on the website, and it was on Black coin's Black card site. So it's all here, right? Comcorp is Boozy, right? And Iconic, and let's go back. Iconic Expert says CompCore is my company and is registered in the state of New Jersey. That is true. That's how we know this is Boozy, right? Iconic Expert is Christopher Boozy. No doubt about it, right? No doubt about it. So now I'm looking in the chat. Does anybody have any doubts that Iconic Expert is Christopher Boozy? Because you just saw it all. You just saw it all. That Iconic Expert is Christopher Boozy. Oops, let me still here. So let me go back to this one. So I want to go back here because I want to make it very clear. Boozy, where's the Iconic? This is CompCore again. So CompCore launched this thing called Bicent or ByteCent. And it was a crypto rewards program, and it had blockchain technology, right? This is how he became an expert in blockchain. So this is the CompCorp Corporation. Let me stop this in the background. So this is the CompCorp Corporation, and it's again Boozy. Now he went from the dating website to now he's an expert in blockchain technology. So that's how he does. He goes from I'm an expert in this to I'm an expert in this to I'm an expert in this. Now he's an expert in blockchain. So it's a reward site. It really doesn't really know, but we need to understand the two names here. CompCorp, which we know Iconic Expert is Boozy and they run CompCorp, and then we need to know the second thing is ByteCent, right? Because ByteCent people were saying was a scam before we went to ByteCent. So now we've linked Iconic Expert to CompCorp through this post from Iconic Expert. That's Boozy. And then we saw how Iconic Expert sold the Black Coin card, as it says here at the bottom, and linking all of our products, including the Black Coin card. That's Christopher Boozy. So we now know Iconic Expert. There should be no doubts that Iconic Expert is Christopher Boozy, right? There should be no doubt, right? Iconic Expert, Christopher Boozy. It's here. You now know. Why is this important? Well, this now takes us to the botnet. So before we go to the botnet, I want to bring something else up to you right now. And why this is important, because having a botnet on Twitter breaks Twitter's rules. So let me bring up the botnet. Let me bring up this. So this report. Now, if you saw Dragnot stream earlier, thanks again for Dragnot. He showed you this report. Now, this report is still up on Bot Sentinel right now. This report is still up on Bot Sentinel now. And this report is about targeted trolling and trend manipulation, how organized attacks on Amber Heard and other women thrive on Twitter. So this is Boozy's report, right? And this report was written, let's see when this report written. This report was written 7/18/2022. So last year in July, right? He wrote this report. And in this report, he has key findings, disclaimer, overview, introduction, right? And copy paste. So let's look at this copy paste part. So that's one of its key findings. Here's one of the key findings right here. Let's look at it. Tactics like copy and pasting, pasta, copying and pasting duplicative content were used to amplify messages artificially, right? Now that's against Twitter rules, and that's why he's calling it out. He's saying people are doing this with Amber Heard, and then he gives examples of it, right? He gives examples of it. So let's go look at some of those examples of the copy paste, the copy pasta. Here it is. So trolls use tactics like copy pasta, copy and paste duplicate to amplify their message and manipulate Twitter twins. The goal in this case was to paint Amber Heard as a liar while painting Johnny Depp. So he's saying if you believed Amber Heard was a liar, this was a coordinated activity to do it. And he gives examples. So let's look at some of the examples that Boozy gives. Now, again, remember, he's calling this out because he's saying these people should be banned. These people are they're violating Twitter's terms of service. That's what this report says. And all these accounts should be banned because this is what they're doing. So here's a couple of examples. Stand with Johnny Depp. People turned against Amber Heard not because Johnny Depp is blah, blah, blah. So he puts this up here, just for Johnny Depp. And you see this next person on the same day, the same exact thing. But they got likes here. They have some likes, right? Just for Johnny Depp. This person, again, is it the same day? This is the day before. exact same tweet. This person see the exact same, nothing's changed, right? These tweets, and some of them are on the same day, some of them are on different days, right? So these are tweets. Now, these tweets aren't all on the same day. Some are on one day, some on the other day, but they're all the same tweets, right? And this is what Boozie's pointing out. Boozie's saying, this is wrong. You're not supposed to do this. He is watching this saying, you've insisted he knows nothing about bots. Now you're saying he ran a bot farm. Yes. Yes. He can't detect bots, but he did run a bot farm. You'll see it. And again, I'm just bringing the receipts. You believe what you will. And that Santos looks more credible. Oh yeah, Santos does look more credible. But again, Santos doesn't drop the receipts. I'm dropping the receipts. Remember, and again, I want to make it very clear, people. Thank you for the Boozy Bucks. I want to make it very clear, people. You don't believe me, right? Don't believe anything I say. This is all you can. This is a Google search away. You can go and I'm showing you the receipts. This is Boozy's report. I'm showing you. I'm showing you exactly what he said, and then we'll get to his bots. So don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get there. Boozy, I know you're watching. We'll get to your bots. We all know they're your bots. All right. So let's finish this, right? So again, it's a common tactic, and Boozy's saying this is a tactic, right? And then he has another one on this side, right, where people are just copy and pasting. Johnny Depp was smart about hiring a Hispanic lawyer, and you see, people are just tweeting it all on the same day, copy pasta, right? That's a tactic that people use, and this is known, and Boozy knows this is known as spam and platform manipulation. And anyone who does this, right? Anyone who does this should be thrown off Twitter for violating Twitter's spam rules, right? That's it. That's what this is. That's what this is about. So now, why is this important? Well, we now have proof that Boozy, under the name Iconic Expert, did this same thing en masse. You don't believe me? Again, I like to drop the receipts. So let's get to the receipts, right? I don't want to keep you guys too long because I know you guys got things to do. I want to drop the receipts so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. So we've looked at Boozy's report, and I want to get to here. Oop, where's that? Let's go here. And I want to show you this. Here we go. So I'm going to go back. Oh, let me get this super chat. Boozy Bucks, because we love the receipts. Oh, I know you love the receipts, and that's why I'm bringing them. So this is what we found. So on November 3rd, 2014, people started tweeting this out. Long-awaited project by who? Iconic Expert. That's Boozy, right? That's Boozy. Just want to make it clear. Thank you for the super chat. Leave these Boozy Bucks on the nightstand. Right? Iconic Expert was announced today. CoinLab and ByteSent. Remember, ByteSent, that was the thing that hey, I'll put it up on the screen again. That's Boozy's company from CompCore. He's releasing that ByteSent. Remember that? So he's pushing ByteSent. So that's what he's pushing, ByteSent. So then, if you look, it's the same exact thing, right? Nothing changed, right? It's a copy paste, just like Boozy said. Copy pasta. But now let's look. Look how many copy pastas this is. Look at this. I'm still scrolling, people. I'm still scrolling. So you may say, you know what? You guys may say, well, Nate, you hate Boozy. And this is all BS. How do you know all these are bots? Right? How the hell do you know all these are bots? There's no way. People, even though they're all on the same day. Look at the date. November 3rd. They're all on the same day, right? They're all on the same day. November 3rd. You may say, Nate, you don't know. You don't know if this is, how do you know? Well, I'm going to ask you guys this before I drop this mic on you. Would it convince you if every single one of these tweets were tweeted at the same exact time? Would that convince you that these are bots? If every single one of those tweets I just showed you were tweeted at the exact same time, not the same day, but the same time, would that convince you these are bots? Well, let's check it out, right? Let's look at it. Let's not bullshit. Let's look at it. I'm putting it up on the screen. And we're going to blow it up a little bit. Let me move this over a little bit so we can see it. Let's click on the first one. 7:38 p.m. on November 3rd. I'm just scrolling randomly and picking on another one. What do you think it's going to say? 7:38 p.m. November 3rd. You know what? Let's just scroll on another one. I'm randomly just scrolling down. Pick this one. This looks like she looks like she may be cute. 7:38 p.m. November 3rd. Right? You know what? Let's just randomly close my eyes and pick one, right? Let me close my eyes and pick one. What time is that? 7:38 p.m. the same day. He didn't even have the wherewithal to have them tweeted out at different times. They tweeted exactly the same tweet, exactly the same time, exactly the same day. How could this not deserve some boozy bucks? Busted, right? Caught. Thank you. I've busted Meghan Markle's expert. I busted him trolling. I busted him as a fake expert. And now I've busted him with a botnet. What more do you guys want from me? And we still moving. You think I'm joking? Click on any of these. What is this? Let's see one that convinces us. Look at this. It's a black guy, right? Monday. Looks good. 7:38. 7:38? This guy's a bot too? Come on. All right. Let's try something else. Pick one. Let's pick one. Let's see. Let's see. These counts look real too. Let's see this one. This guy. Yes. Let's look. He's even tweeting stuff out recently. Let's see what he tweeted when he tweeted this. What time did he tweet this? 7:38. 7:38. Did anybody tweet this at any other time? Is it possible that everybody tweeted this at 7:38? I really catch Nate live, but receipts are always a treat. 7:38. You know what? Everybody who sees this and is convinced that all these are bots, go tweet hashtag 7:38 November 3rd. This is insane. This is a bot list, people. This is a bot list. And this is Boozy manipulating Twitter's platform. Thank you so much for the Boozy bucks. This is him manipulating Twitter's platform. Straight up. Look at this. Let's look at this one. Let's look at this one. She looks all right. Right? She looks. I thought she was real. 7:38. My God. No. Let's try to at least see if we can find one. I'm going to do 10 more, right? I'm just going to click 10 more just to see if I can find one that's not at that same time, right? Let's just click them all. Let's just click them all, right? Boozy bucks for beer for you, Nate. Thank you. No problem. Thank you so much. Thanks for becoming a member. Woo! Thank you, Aaron. Thanks for becoming a member. I'm just going to click 10 of them because there's hundreds here, right? There's hundreds here. Let's just click 10. Let's do this guy. Let's get Jerome. 7:38. Okay. Looks like a bot. Let's click. That's one. We clicked this one. We clicked this one already. Let's click her. She looks cute, right? 2. 7:38. Right? She's a bot too. But about this white boy, right? 7:38. 3. Let's just randomly pick this. What about this Crimson Job? Oops. Here it is. I clicked on his site. He looks like he's doing good. Come on. 7:38. We're 4 in. Are we 100%? These are bots. Here we go. Let's do 5. Here's number 5. What about this SC, whatever her name is? 7:38. 5. You know what? I'm going to put a poll in the chat. I want to put a poll in the chat. We got 5 more left. We hit 5 of these. We hit 5 more left. They all tweeted out 7:38 November 3rd, saying that Boozy is announcing his new Now, I am going to put a, a poll in the chat because I want to ask you guys if you believe. Here we go. Poll. And I want to ask you guys if you believe we'll find one at like 7:37 or 7:40. We're gonna ask. We're gonna ask one. One more. Here we go. Do you think? Um. Oops. Are the next five? The next five for my sample going to be at 7:38? Yes or no? Here it is. Oh, I said next. I gotta. That's next. Hit the S instead of the X. But yeah, or the next five. It's supposed to be NEXT, but it's all right. So, are the next five that we click on, are they all going to be at the exact same time? Matter of fact, let's see. Let's see. Somebody in the chat, hit me with one. If you guys want to see one that bad, hit me with one. Let me see one. We got nesting dolls. We got call me. What about Crimson Job? We looked at that one. What about splatters? Call me this guy. Let's see this. 7:38. So we're at 6. Oh shoot. 4 more left, people. What about FOMO Chin? FOMO Chin. 7:38. 7:38. Shit. That's 7. We got 3 more left. 3 more left, people. How confident are you that if you picked no? Yes. I definitely deserve boozy power. Thank you. Here we go. We got 3 more left, right? We're at 7. 3 more left. Cryptomaniac. I'm assuming Cryptomaniac is a bot. Let's see this. What about Rip Boink? 2 more left. 2. Shit. You got 2 more left, people. Do we think we can find just 2? One out of these last 2? Let's see if we can find a good one. Do we see anyone who even looks? All right, this guy looks like a cop. He got a star and everything. Let's see what 7:38. Shit. 1 more left. If we go 10 for 10, 10 for 10, and I want to be honest with you guys. I already looked at them all. They're all 7:38. They're all 7:38. I looked at them all. There's none of them that we're going to pick that's going to be different. Why? Because they're bots. They're very convincing bots too. Thank you, Adam. No explanation needed. $7.38. Let me see. Who said the last one? Somebody said, "Look at the last one. Try one. Try the last one." Okay, let's. Damn, now you're gonna make me scroll over down to the bottom and try the last one. Here we go. Oh my man, my boy Uncivil Law is here. Uncivil Law. They deceived us. So let me go back. Now, let me scroll down, and we're going to look at some of these accounts too to show you how interesting these bots are. So we're going to scroll. Oh, I'm just scrolling. It's not. I'm scrolling so much that it's not going to even. That I can't even do it. All right. So the last one. Kenneth R. Clark. 7:38. 7:38. Let me make sure I put this full screen. 7:38. There it is. What more do I need to show you, people? What more do I need to show you? What more do Right? What more do you need to see? We played our little game. You saw 10, just randomly 10. Then we went out and picked 10. First I showed you 10, then we picked randomly 10. And I'm telling you, I checked them all. And they all are the same exact thing. They all are the same exact thing. So you guys want to see how good these bots are? You guys want to look at some of these bots? Let's look at them. Because I believe they're all bots. Unless these hundreds of people just decided to tweet at the exact same time, in the exact same moment, the exact same thing. Is it reasonable to think they're bots? Is it reasonable? Can Boozy sue me for defamation because I think these are bots? Could he sue me for defamation? Is it reasonable for me to believe that these are bots? Is it reasonable to believe that these bots are associated with iconic expert, who we now know as Boozy, pushing his product, which people call the scam? Is it reasonable to believe? Am I being unreasonable? People, I'm being unreasonable. Tell me, because Boozy's trying to sue me, and if he does, I can't wait for this. Right? He said he's going to sue me. Let's do it. I'm waiting for the paperwork, baby, because I'm not even going to do a motion to dismiss. I'm going straight to discovery. He's a scam. Let's go and find out. Let's prove that he's not a scam artist, right? Exhibit A. These are his bots. So let's click on a couple of them. You guys want to click on some of these? And let's see what the bots have been doing. This is Novit. Got a cute picture, too. Let's check this bot out. Let's look at this bot's profile. Joined. This bot, let's see the latest tweets and replies. Look, less than a week. She's still pushing Boozy's product. This is not a bot. Be interested in your take, those accounts, and see if they share some other tweets at the same time. That's true. That'd be good. Oh, but you can't give away the farm here. We're doing this in stages. I'm showing you straight up bots, and she's still pushing Bicent, right? She's still pushing Bicent, and look at all the other stuff she's retweeting, right? She's retweeting the other bots. Crypto world, you see? Oh, this is great. This is great. She's a bot. All right. Let me see. Which other one should I pick? I'm trying to pick somebody who may be doing. Let's do Crypto Maniac. Let's see. Let's click him. Let's see if Crypto Maniac, what he's been doing. Crypto Maniac. Let's see what he's been up to. Oh, he's tweeting 2022. Look at Crypto Maniac. Still active. Tweeting it up. Retweeting. Drunk off my ass. Ooh. Look at this. Look at this bot. 1,400 tweets. Crazy. Let's see this. Let's see another. Let's see if we can find another good one that's still active. Don David. Remember he tweeted the exact same day, exact same time. Let's see what this person's been up to. Look at this. Still tweeting stuff out. November 2022. Wow. This is why it's hard to detect if things are bots or not. Wow. Nate, you willing to share that output with someone who has time on their hands? Are you willing to share that output? What output? Sharing? Yeah, it's all on Twitter. Everything I've got here is shared. Just check it out. It's already shared. I'm not. Maybe I'm not understanding the question. Are you willing to share that output with someone who has time on their hands? Yeah, I'll share. Everything that I have is here. I'll share it. Yes, I'm willing to share it. I've already shared it, but if you need, yes, let's share it. Great work, Nate. Oh, thank you so much. Boozy Bucks. No, we love Nate with the C. Thank you, KC Cat. And leave the Boozy Bucks on the nightstand. Thank you so much. Even though I read those already, but I want to make sure. Jat says, great work, Nate. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. Now, Boozy's obviously going to, since Boozy doesn't really have anything else, but just to try to defame me more and say Nate's unemployed YouTuber and this, and he's so horrible. He's stalking me by exposing my bot network. He's exposing my bot network. Please stop him from exposing the truth. What more do I need to do, people? But you know what? The mainstream media is going to keep this guy up as some type of expert. Think about that. Think about how scary that is, people. The mainstream media is keeping Christopher Boozy up as an expert. He even says he's been cited in most publications. Right? He's been cited in most publications. Think about that. Think about how scary that is for the news media. The king of the bots, exposed with his bot network on full display. You see it right here. I feel like Vanna White with the whole. Let me put it back a little bit. Here you go. His bot network's on full display, and they still are calling him an expert, right? Still are calling him an expert. And it's great work if you can get it, where you can create the problem and get paid to fix it, right? He's coming on. There's a bot problem on Twitter, and they get paid to fix the bot problem. Insane, people. Think about this. Think about the ramifications of this. Nate, are those accounts listed as bots via Bot Sentinel? No. See, just let me explain. Earlier today, my friend Dragnot Silvis was going through each one of them on Bot Sentinel, and they all were coming up good. And then guess what happened? Bot Sentinel all of a sudden went down and stopped letting people run these accounts. These obvious bots. Because he knows. Just like you all know, right? Just like all you know. But we're gonna have a little bit more fun with this, right? Let's have a little bit more fun with this. Let's look. We got World Never Sleeps. World Never Sleeps. Don't tell me World Never Sleeps. It's a bot. Oh God! Another bot. Another goddamn bot. Let's see what this bot's been up to. All right, let's see the latest tweets. Oh, bots. This bot stopped in 2015. Weird, right? Some of these bots stopped years ago. Some of these bots are still active. This is insane. And they're talking about all kinds of shit. Let's look at this bot. What is this bot doing? Let's see. 2019. This bot got a pinned tweet. Bitcoin, pushing Bitcoin. Wow. Insane. This is insane. You know what? Let me do this. I am going to put this in the chat so you guys can play around with it. Look in the chat right now. Oops, it came out in 2. Oh, nah. Out poorly in the chat. Let me see if I got to put it. Let me put it in this way. I'm gonna try to put it in here so you guys can click on this thing. Control V. Let me see if I can do it that way. Come on. It's too long. Sorry, it's too long. The link is too long. Control A. Yeah, the link is too long. So it's coming out in 2 parts. You have to copy both parts and paste it in. But it's also up on my Twitter. So if you guys have Twitter, you can go to Twitter, and I'm gonna try to see if I can put it in the description now, so you can just click on it. But click on some of these. Go again, and I keep telling you, people, don't fucking trust me. Don't do it. Don't trust me. You have the link. You know what you can do? Go to Twitter. Type in the long-awaited project by @IconicExpert was announced today. You type that in and hit search. And this is going to come up. Or you can type the link. Yeah, so let's go on. Let's do this. Let's do one more. What about Christopher McIntosh? Right? 7:38 p.m. Right? Is he a bot? I believe he's a bot. Let's look. Let's look at Christopher McIntosh. January 19th. Not Biden. Don't use the F word. Look at this. Look at this. This person's tweeting right now. This bot is active right now. Keep the fire. Woof. This is a recent bot, people. Look at this. Just tweeted a couple of days ago. Britney Spears. Barack Obama. Breaking. Look at Chris. He's tweeting it up. Getting likes, shares. Who's Chris following? Let's see who Chris is following. He's not following. He's got a whole bunch of people following him. Let's see who's following. Oh, I can't. I'm incognito. I'm gonna see who's following Chris. Bitcoin. Wow. This is an active bot account. We busted one, huh? Bot account. NAACP. Wow. Wow. Crazy. So I need to ask you guys a serious question. Let me get this last. Look at the super chat. How many matching tweets in total for Boozy Bucks? I gotta add them up. I think Ahmed has the number. I think he said he found something like 500, something like that. That Nate the lawyer. Those accounts could be sold too. Don't forget, that's true. They could have sold them to other people. They could have sold these accounts to other people. And sometimes that's how those bot networks work. You can go. There's a service that you can pay that has bots already. And so you'll pay them to tweet out something, and all of those bots will tweet out the same thing at the same time. And then you can go, and then they'll sell it to other people. So that's true. That's true. That's a great point, Exiled. That's a great point. That's a great point. Question, people. Oh. Let me just close this out. All right. So now we're here at the end. Question. What do you think? Do you really think that Boozy was so stupid to run this bot farm like this and think no one's going to catch on? He knows we're looking. He knows we're searching. And he didn't believe anyone would catch on that he's running a bot farm. Right? This is a botnet. And don't forget, the media has been holding him up as the person on Twitter to stop botnets, to find bots, right? He's writing reports saying, hey, look, they're copy and pasting everything all at the same time. They're bots. Matter of fact, even the report that he put out, the report that he showed, let me make it sure, even on that report, those people who he says are coordinating and with the copy and pasta, they were tweeting it out at the exact same time in the exact same day in the exact same way, right? Just for a refresher, here it is, right? You had some on June 4th. Let me make sure I pull this up so you guys can see it on the screen. Here. Remember, we had some on June 4th, some on June 3rd, right? You had a couple of June 2nd here, right? It's a copy and paste, but it wasn't all on the same day at the exact same time at the exact same hour, right? It wasn't all that the same. So, where does that leave us? Where does that leave us? Well, obviously, Meghan Markle's Escort was running this botnet to promote his bite scent. And that's what they did. And they left at those tweets, and we were able to find them. We were able to find them. And now he's going to be freaking out. He's going to be tweeting up a storm, right? Because he's been exposed. I don't know what more I can do. Now, we're going to be calling the media. We're calling every single one of them and showing them this exact information we just showed you. And watch, they're going to play like they're convinced. Oh, well, how do we know? We don't know. We don't know. There's no way you can deny that's a coordinated bot account, but bot attack, I should say, right? Coordinated attacks for bots. There's no way you can deny that, right? Hundreds of tweets, the exact same time, the exact same thing, the exact same hour, right? There's no way you can deny that. But now, what do we do? What do we do? So let Twitter know, let everyone know, like, we're trying to push this out there because, again, Boozy has an insider on Twitter, Sarah Data. I don't know if she knows that Boozy's running bots behind her back, right? He's got Twitter API data. He's connected with Twitter, and we can prove that someone promoting iconic Escort and his new program, Bite Set, tweeted out hundreds of tweets at the exact same time saying the exact same thing. Do you think he's behind the Sussex squad? I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. But matter of fact, I think we need to also understand this. Some of those may not even be real people. Some of those Sussex squad people, again, some of those Sussex squad people may not even be real people. They may be bots too. How do you know? How do you know? Right? You see, we still got bots tweeting 12 years, what is it, 20, almost 20 years later? Was it 19 years? No, 20 years later. 2014, 2023, 9 years later. We got bots tweeting out 9 years later. Still tweeting this crap. Still tweeting. Right? Insane. So with that said, people, this is what we do. This is who we are, and we are still digging. We are still digging. And we can only do this. We can only do this with your help and support, right? I can't do this without support. I can't. I'm not a millionaire. I'm an attorney, and I do have cases. And obviously, YouTube is my job. My job is YouTube, just like Mr. Beast, just like Philip DeFranco, just like everyone else. YouTube is my job. And I can't continue to do this with support. And look what we've got here. We've got Boozy running an escort service, right? An online escort service. We got him running bots. We found it all. It's funny because when this story first came to me, they were like, Nate, there's a black coin. Everybody's just screaming and yelling stuff. I've brought it to you on a silver platter, right? You said, Nate, you're a criminal investigator. Investigator, tell us what you can find. Look what we found. Look what we found. I got the bot expert running a botnet, promoting his bullshit. What more could I do? So, thank you so much for those of you who watch. Please like, share, subscribe, do all that great YouTube stuff. If you are shocked at what you saw today, don't forget to just hit that like button. It costs you nothing, right? But I am confident that we are going to stop this craziness. Right? Because we all know what it is, right? You guys know what it is. I know what it is. We all know what it is, right? We all know what it is. We don't got to say it. We know what it is. And now it's time to stop it. And Boozy knows. Boozy knows. I know he's pretending, oh my God. Listen, I'm going to end it with this. Boozy, I know it's been easy all this time, running around, harassing these women online who stand up to you, like Carolyn Bueno Orr and Yankee Wiley and all these people, right? These people who you can intimidate and you can stop and you can say bad things about it, get them kicked off YouTube, right? And you can say this, thank you for becoming a new member. And you can say this thing, and these people won't go, and these people go away, right? Because they're scared. They're scared of you and scared of what you can do and scared of the bots. But I'm just gonna say it. You're fucked with the wrong nigga. And the nigga's here now. And we ain't stopping. We're going to continue to dig and continue to expose exactly what we've been doing. If you like what I do, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, do all that great YouTube stuff. Let me get down these super chats. Damn. Boozy selling booty. Oh, I have all the information you'll ever want on the Sussex squad. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. It takes time to look through this stuff. It takes time. It takes time. Ta-da. Thank you, Jacob Bragg. I appreciate it. It takes time to do this stuff. It takes so much time, so much effort. But I'm willing to do it. I'm putting in the legwork. And we ain't going nowhere, right? We ain't going nowhere. So I will holler at you good people later. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you next time. Peace.